Today on the channel, smoke 'em if you got 'em with the Gamerverse 2-pack Punisher, Nick Fury.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we step into the Gamerverse for the final time in 2025 with Nick Fury and the Punisher. But for all your Marvel Legend needs and a whole lot more, hit up DJC Collectibles. Use discount code 8OFFDJC to save 8% off your entire order. Got to get a deal out there. And we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Nick Fury, Punisher, two all-timers, if you ask me, and two superheroes that don't have superhero powers, which is always interesting. In a world, universe, galaxy full of superheroes, these two let their fists do the talking and maybe a gun a time or two as well. But this one comes to us from the video game back in the day. Quite fun side-scroller, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long time since I played that. I think there was like Arcade 1-Up had this in like one of the recent cabinets they had over the last couple of years. I feel like I played this game, or I rented this game on like Sega. Maybe Sega Genesis? Maybe. Boy, it's been a long time. But cool enough. I'm excited for a Punisher, one of my favorite characters. And Nick Fury's not bad either. Looking like a young David Hasselhoff. I'll never forget that TV movie back in like the 90s. I remember being all excited, like, oh, the Hoff? He's going to be Nick Fury? Makes sense. He's hot off Baywatch. And maybe not. But Gamerverse looking good here in the packaging. Marvel Legends as usual. Punisher, Nick Fury, big window box. 4 and up on this one. You 3-year-olds, you can't handle all these weapons, but you 4-year-olds, go right ahead. Go right ahead. And we got the Punisher on the side. Nick Fury on the other side. Very small blurb at the top. 2 glamour shots ready to go. Let's see what it says about our friend Punisher and Nick Fury. The revenge-driven vigilante Punisher and S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Nick Fury gear up to take down the criminals that run their city. Oh, nothing worse than criminals running the city. There it is. Anything good here? Nope, nothing else. Got a little back scene there. Reminds me, see you later, goodbye, story time with Kyle. And I told this on my podcast one time, The Kyle Peterson Show, available every Tuesday. We're a podcast found, video cast on YouTube. I'll give you the short abridged version here. Once upon a time I was on the road. I was there for a Walmart. And whenever you walk into a country Walmart and you're wearing a suit and tie, people think you mean business, apparently. And I had a whole group of Walmart employees come up to me and said that their manager and assistant manager were corrupt. They were dealing drugs out of the store. They were selling stuff and things were disappearing out the back. And they thought I was from Walmart corporate. And I said, man, I'm just passing by checking the shelf. Leave me alone. And I was nicer than that, but I was like, sorry, I'm not Walmart official. You should call the police is what I told them. Wild times out in the country, of course. But there it is, plastic prison for these two. Plenty of loadouts on this one, so I'm going to take it offline, get these two out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Gamerverse. All right, let's dive into Punisher and Nick Fury. How about we start with the Punisher first? Why not? We got extra hands for the Punisher. 2 punches and bunches. Fist of Fury ready to go right out of the package. We do get a splayed out hand for whatever reason. We do got the official, hey, gonna follow the leader here. I guess him and Nick Fury working together. Hey, some of that. Maybe salute, smell my finger, the usual stuff we got going on. And then we got the ones most people probably going to use, myself included. 2 trigger hands here. You got to have the Punisher locked and loaded, as we do know. And we do get a little bomb effect piece here. I guess this could go for either character. It's just a little extra decor if you want to add a little something to your shelf with these figures. Getting into the weapons here, we do got a baseball bat. I guess when all else fails, you go old school mobster style. Get out the old Louisville Slugger. We got one of those. Got a big old rifle here. Look at that. Looks like something out of G.I. Joe. All in silver gray color. Looking good. Now these weapons can obviously go either way if you really want to. Choose your own weapon adventure. And then we get two machine gun, a machine gun and a submachine gun. I don't really know my weapons too well. We've got two of these here for the Punisher. On brand for the Punisher as well. If you have effect pieces, you could stick them into the end of this one. For those that know, they know. But now we're going to dive into the Punisher here in blue. Now, most of us think of the Punisher in black, obviously. But in the game, he had that blue skin tone, suit tone. How about that? And that's what we got right here. But let's dive into the head sculpts first. Got two Frank heads here. Great customizer heads, too. Obviously, it looks like the Punisher when you throw it on the Punisher body. But if you want to put this on somebody else, you can make it a different character if you need to. 5 o'clock shadow going on. He's got a deep frown. He's just not happy. He just can't get over his family being murdered. For whatever reason, just can't get over it, I guess. Got that going on. Got some big old eyebrows. Got the black hair. Not too bad. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. Even angrier in the second head, showing some teeth there. Got the hair, got the 5 o'clock shadow. Looking good. 2 good Punisher heads. I don't got issues with either of those heads there. Now, diving into the figure itself, you got the blue suit going there. You got the, I guess, vest over the top is what we have going. And then we got a big belt around the bottom. You got a holster on the side for a little pistol, which I guess would be for one of these pistols over here. And we'll get to those in a second. You can mix and match the weapons, as we did say. You do get the little holster on the side. We talked about that. But then you get the white boots down here for old Frank. And you got the white gloves and white into the forearm. But blue suit throughout. You got the Punisher skull right there in the chest, as usual with the Punisher. Not too bad. You got butterfly shoulders. Arms all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed. Pinless elbows. Playing all the hits there. Hands removable. Back force side to side as usual. Head removable. Back force side to side, up and down. Good movement out of that head. You do get hula hoop up top, plus, nope, I was going to say we get, oh, there we go. We got lower ab crunch on this guy. So a lower ab plus a dumbbell up high. You do got, nope, no drop down hips, but you do get those big old Frank Castle splits, known for those on the old playground once upon a time. Big boot if you need it, thigh cut, nicely kind of hidden in there. Double jointed pinless knees, boot cut, ankles, back force side to side, up and down. Our usual Legends articulation here, and I like the beefier, thicker body, more musculature in this body than some of the other Frank Castles. And we did get one recently, which was also my figure of the year. I believe, was it last year or the year before? What is time once again? But I love this Punisher figure. This is my favorite Punisher here. Very similar, obviously, reusing with kindness, so some extra different attention to detail. Now, the cool thing is you can mix these heads if you really wanted to back and forth as well, if you want to mix up your Punisher a little bit. But give me all the Punisher figures. Give me everything. I wish we get more Punisher figures, and hopefully we get some more in 2026. But not a bad piece of business over here from the video game, from the Gamerverse line. But now we turn our attention to his partner in arms, at least for this video game, in Nick Fury. Now, Nick's got some accessories, and as I said, these weapons can go either way. You got a big rifle here, all in black, gray over there, black this time if you need it. We do get a pistol. Now, I know this is Nick Fury's pistol. We've seen this a few times over the years. This time all in black, so we get that pistol there. And I guess this one goes to Frank the Punisher. It is a nice little pistol over here, ready to go on him. We do get a grenade. That can go either way. I guess Nick Fury rocking the grenade right here. You never know when you want to say, you know, fire in the hole and give it the old heave-ho throw. We do get a thing full of money. A briefcase. Yes, it is a briefcase full of money right here. Looks like something Duke would be taken from Cobra Commander is what it reminds me of right there. You know Duke's no good, Todd McFarlane, but you do got the suitcase right here full of money, so the business dealing's going down. Are these guys joining the dark side, or are they taking the money from somebody else? Who knows what they're up to. Then we do get extra hands, very similar. We got 2 gripping hands over here, 2 fists of fury. We got the 2 fingers here, and then you got the splayed out hand. The exact same hands we get with Punisher. We also get with Nick Fury. This time, though, they're not gloved. They're just regular hands as I throw them around. Now, I did get a little effect piece off of eBay once upon a time, and I'm going to try to use it for this Nick Fury. It is a cigar that is lit right here. You got a little smoke effect piece. Plenty of customizers out there, maybe the Etsy's of the world, but this Nick Fury does have a spot in his mouth where you could stick this into. Now, I think the Marvel team or somebody said that you could grab like a matchstick and cut that down, or a toothpick, not a matchstick, a toothpick. You can cut a toothpick down, stick it in there, paint the end red, and you're off to the races. But they did leave a little indentation in the mouth if you want to stick something in his mouth, and don't get any ideas from the couch over there. But you do have that option, and I feel like he kind of needs that because he looks a little strange, just like this, just sitting here, like he's had a stroke or something. I don't know what's going on, but you do have that option with this Nick Fury if you need it. Now, Nick Fury looking only like a Nick Fury could look. Almost looks like David Hasselhoff back in that movie Once Upon a Time. Brown hair up top, got the gray, white hair on the sides. 2 ears, 1 eye, and then a mouth on here and a nose too. But he's got the eye patch going on. Always nice to see the eye patch in old Nick Fury. You got a holster right up front in his vest that's holding in a gun. The gun is not removable there. You do got the belts going on. You got the side holder here for his side piece, as we know. And then you get some brown boots down here, some green pants, and he's got a nice sweater going here. Now, I feel like we recently saw this body, and I cannot picture it, but I remember these arm sleeves from somebody. I cannot remember who this was, but we've recently seen this somewhere on the channel. But he's got an interesting outfit. Much like the Punisher, I don't think of Nick Fury wearing this outfit, but it is game specific. So we do have that going on. And once again, you could take this head off, and I guess you could throw a Frank Castle head on there if you wanted to. You could almost make this another Punisher figure if you really wanted to do that. Stick that Punisher head on there. Maybe not, a little tight to get on there. Ah, can I get it in? There we go, ready to go. So you could theoretically make this into another Punisher figure, anybody else you wanted to. Throw a Scott Summers head on here. Heck, throw a Wolverine head on here if you need to. Ooh, very tight though, very tight. Nick Fury head fits on there much better than Frank Castle. But it does look good here. I do like this. It is something different, and we don't get that many Nick Fury figures. The last time we got him was part of those S.H.I.E.L.D. 2-pack, if I'm not mistaken. And before that, it was a long time ago in the regular Marvel Legends, one of the Build-A-Figure wave. So Nick Fury, very underrepresented in the Marvel Legends series. So nice to get another version here in this set. Articulation, arms all the way around, bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows, hands removable back forth, side to side. Got those gun gripping hands right there. You do get the ab crunch, waist articulation, head removable back forth, side to side. Big old Nick Fury splits, watch out for those. Leg goes up for the big boot, thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees, boot cut, ankles back forth, side to side. Interesting boots on Nick Fury down here. Looks like he's going fishing or something in those kind of things. I don't know. Are those galoshes, Todd McFarlane? They could be. They could be. And he should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using code Kyle to save 10%. What do you know, Mr. Nick Fury right there. Got some friends here to the side, but we did get Nick Fury once upon a time. This is the last edition. You could choose your own adventure with that one. The S.H.I.E.L.D. packs that we got, gosh, was that a year ago, 2 years ago? What is time once again? A lot of customizing ability with different heads and bodies and things you could do. This is one of the Nick Furies on one of those as well. So Nick Fury, Punisher, 2 all-time favorite characters of mine. Superheroes without superpowers are always kind of fun, especially in the Marvel Universe. And this game was okay from what I remember. It wasn't good enough for me to buy for some reason, but I remember renting it for sure. And I want to say it was Sega Genesis, but I don't think it was the regular Sega, but Sega Genesis, I'm pretty sure. But here we are, representing the Gamerverse once again. What's your thoughts on this one, though? You picking these up? You need these in your collection? What's your thoughts on Frank Castle, the Punisher, and Nick Fury? And how about that David Hasselhoff movie while you're at it? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you. Of course, over there on Patreon and YouTube channel memberships, your best way to support the channel. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is also the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available where podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. So for the Gamerverse, again, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?